All right, it's AC cooling down the heat. Welcome back, FHF. Today we got a guest, a fitness entrepreneur, Angel. Welcome.
It's good.
I just want to say, I appreciate Angel. He's the guy who kind of got me thinking about the podcast before we even started this thing. And it kind of took a while for him to get on, but we appreciate you coming in and motivating me to get back on this podcast and motivating the other guys doing this too as well.
Yeah, thanks again for having me here.
Yeah,
nice to be here.
Of course. So do you mind giving the audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, fitness entrepreneur. Got my Delgado sportswear brand coming out. Wazoo, shout out the Wazoo boys, Wazoo alum. And also calisthenics, fitness, and happy to talk about more about my fitness journey.
Yeah, for sure. What got you into fitness, to be honest?
Yeah, I'm very passionate about helping people and happy to tell my game. I've been weightlifting for about a year now.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of got me through there, kind of background information, I played football in high school and soccer middle school and high school. So I was always like a natural athlete. And then after that, kind of went into college, started working out here and there, and then met up with a coworker of mine who was also helped me out as a trainer. Would like to send a special shout out to Lo. He really helped me work out, told me the game on the blueprint, and made sure that he was there along the process, training me,
right,
as well as putting me on with full body workouts, which is what I do pretty much every day.
Yeah. And
another thing is as well as telling me about supplements and taking care of the body, telling me about intermittent fasting. And have a lot of game to share about especially for beginner lifters when it comes to having a year worth of experience and encouraging that it's a journey and that it's definitely a transformation, a positive transformation to yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a huge difference when you kind of first. So when I kind of first saw you at the gym, I was like, "Oh, is that Angel?"
Mm-hmm.
And a year later, you got a huge transformation, like you were talking about, and then you seem like you had a more positive mindset and then more confidence in yourself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. And I think that mindset is the most important factor because you either want it or you don't.
Right.
It's not going to be you. It's not going to be someone else doing the reps for you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's another discipline aspect to it. So taking yourself to the next level. And and I remember seeing you in the mornings. I used to go in the mornings as soon as I would wake up. I see you getting that work in. Yeah. Early bird gets the worm.
Yeah. So I mean, like you said, that transformation for me, because back then I was kind of like scrawny, like make fun of myself that I look like a bamboo stick.
Yeah, no.
And then I put on some weight and I feel a little bit more confident about myself. Like I won't be able to get pushed around as much like playing basketball or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was one of the two reasons why I kind of started working out. To me, when on this fitness journey, it kind of comes down to your purpose.
Yeah.
And for me personally, it was to look better and to kind of not get your ass beat in a fight. So I was always working on those kind of aspects, and every body is different. So you were on that bulking.
Yeah.
On that bulking mode. I was more so looking towards leanness, vascularity, so aesthetic fitness. So I think both of us could have our own kind of information on what we could share on that.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I've been working out since, I want to say high school, but it was inconsistent, and I didn't really had a plan of goal of what I really wanted to do until probably want to say after COVID. I was like, damn, I really need to gain weight. I'm gonna start eating a bunch of junk food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just lifting heavy ass weights. And,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly came a far way, lifting 95, benching 95. Now I'm benching 245. So
yeah, and I think it's a whole journey. I think it's really funny because my background as a football player, I was only doing power lifts, bench, squats. I don't even do any of that. I haven't even stepped haven't even done like a bench press.
Yeah.
I'm more into like calisthenics in the sense of where I also work with dumbbell presses. So an incline dumbbell press for the chest, bicep curls. Those are kind of my repertoire, and those power lifts. I've actually this week been working on squats. So I've included squats into my workouts because I think that they have like a very foundational foundational for your quads. And when it comes to those leg workouts, you could work out with like the leg extension, leg presses, calf raises, which is all I do. Those are perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But as well as kind of shocking the muscle for growth. Another thing that I do before, I kind of kept it simple with like 3 to 4 sets of like 10 to 12, keeping it like a very even number amount. But as I kind of started to progress, I kind of just learned to just go to failure, go to the very last rep.
How many sets do you usually do in like reps, I guess, too?
Yeah, and when I come into the gym, it's kind of more so now based off like my feeling,
right?
Whatever I'm feeling, I always got to get through a full body workout. But it kind of varies onto like what I'm feeling. So I remember back, my main priority was doing a lot of core exercises.
Gotcha, yeah.
And I would be in the gym when I first started working out. I was balling out the first 2 months. My first 2 months, I kind of got me a little 6-pack going, and I would do like an hour and a half of core to start, and I would do like 10 plus different workouts, just either whether it's doing the sit-ups, doing a decline weighted sit-ups like overhead, and other like various calisthenics core exercises. So when it comes to like the sets too, I'd keep it to 3 to 4 just to get that real fatigue going. That's kind of what I'm aiming for, is fatigue. And a lot of this fitness journey thing, it kind of goes down to the mindset again. How bad do you want it? You either want it or you don't. Me personally, I'm passionate about weightlifting. A lot of people said like, you got to be very disciplined. That is true. At the same time, I love going to the gym. I always look forward to going to the gym. My days off, I go like twice a day too. So I noticed like an crazy huge improvement when I first started working out. I would go 3 times a day. How I would do it is I'd wake on my days off. I'd wake up really early, go to the gym 2 to 3 hours, take a nap or something, and then go back like during like the middle of the day around 3 to 4, take another nap, and then go at the end of the workout. So like, let's say 8 to 11.
Yeah.
So that's how bad I like really wanted it. That's how bad I really wanted to change. And it kind of got a little bit addicting because you see in the mirror, you see the gains, and you're just like, you see the progress, and you just want to keep going.
And it becomes like a routine too.
Yes.
You can't quit your routine anymore. It's like going to work, like your 9 to 5, but like going to the gym.
Yeah.
Like you cannot just like stop. Like it's in your head. Like you wake up, you just like.
And I would say this, it's uncomfortable at first.
Sure.
I remember I stood on the scale, and I was 180 at one point. I was 180 at one point, and this was just like eating crap. Like, like I did like in eating like whatever, just like.
What is your weight right now?
Right now I'm a $150.
Let's go.
$150.
Yeah.
Eating normally.
Yeah.
The lowest that I was able to cut was 142, and I would say about that is
was that like near the beginning where you're doing like three workouts a day?
No. So that was, I would say like I got to that point at January.
Okay.
So January. So I will say this, that with my calisthenic workouts and everything, even when I could do 20 pull-ups, strict form and everything, I still couldn't do a muscle up. So it took me about 135 days of like hard training to hit a muscle up. And that was with the swing and a little bit of kip. But as long as and that's totally okay, because you got to get that muscle memory.
Right.
You got to get the muscle memory. You got to get the whole technique. And you don't really need to be like that strong to do like a muscle up. You could do like 10 strict pull-ups to do a muscle up, but it comes down to like technique and timing.
Yeah.
So when you're able to like accomplish like a muscle up, you'll notice very soon that it's like, oh, you don't, it's more of a like it's more of like a skill than like an actual workout in a sense. So yeah, I'll actually real quick, I think in the middle between like 2.5 months in, I did do a muscle up, but it was one arm over, and that was like during the winter. And I would strongly discourage doing the one arm over because you could actually seriously injure yourself, and that could backtrack your progress, which kind of happened to me. But I'm kind of happy that it did happen to me. I got a little tendonitis on my left shoulder or something. And I feel like everything happens for a reason. I took, when I did get injured with the tendonitis, doing the one arm over, I was excited that I'm like, oh, this is kind of like a muscle up, but it was not a clean form muscle up or anything.
It was forced.
So yeah. So I was out for like maybe about 5 weeks, but I took that as a sign to show how bad you really wanted it. So when I couldn't really use my arms like that, I worked on other things, so such as my core and my legs. And when I started doing that, my core really blew up. So I'm very happy that I was just able to just focus on that kind of set, and I was able to like accomplish my goal of getting like a very visible 6-pack.
Yeah. And that was a very visible 6-pack. I saw your stories and your posts. So
yeah,
I mean, we're gonna tag his social medias and then his company. So go check it out. Like you actually see the progress. Do you have any before pictures in your social media? Or?
Yeah. So
so definitely check it out, because he definitely made a huge progress. Like it really it really shows and tells.
And I want to throw that in there. My trainer Lo, very good guy, will help you with transformation, and I suggest people tap in with him while he's still like an underground trainer, because at this point he's already had like three testimonies. He's on his third testimony right now. First one was me. He was able to get me right. Second one, he got another guy right, and right now he's on a third guy right now. And you could get yourself right in like 2 months. Just staying focused, locked in. He'll definitely tell you the game, and he'll get you right. So shout out to Lo.
So this friend of yours, he's trying to get into like training.
Yes, yeah. So he's already been training on like on a scale where like it's between me and like and that's how it kind of started. Is like I told him to work out, and he told me like don't kind of like mess around. And me, I've had like kind of like a different mentality. Like anything I put my mind to, I've kind of exceeded. So that's the kind of mindset that I kind of came in with, and I was just I knew I had to change. I knew I wanted to, in order to get to the next level, I was gonna have to really was gonna have to sacrifice a lot. So yeah, making fitness a priority, eating right, and another thing for beginner lifters is especially when you're trying to trim fat loss. I think there's a big difference between, losing fat and losing weight. Losing weight is easy, but like losing fat, there's a lot of components that go into it. You got to go on a calorie deficit. You got to work really hard in the gym, and the discipline aspect of it. So you gotta really have some workouts where you're just kind of toning the stomach out and getting rid of that fat. Yeah,
going on that, like, food is addiction. I'm not gonna lie. Like you like fast foods, like chips or whatever, candy is an addiction. And like what Angel was saying, like in order to get your body right, you gotta have to like stop, like even like smoking a cigarette, you gotta stop doing that for your lungs. Same thing with food, you gotta stop doing that to get your body right, where Angel is. Whereas for me, I'm just eating whatever the fuck I want because I'm just trying to get the body weight up as soon as possible.
You mentioned earlier that even like gaining a pound or two, it took you like a long time.
Gaining weight for me personally, it takes so much effort.
Yeah.
Losing weight, it's easy, but like gaining weight is the hardest thing for me. I think it's just my metabolism. It's really fast. But I'm starting to realize as I'm aging though, like I think my metabolism's like going down a little.
Yeah. And I'm the exact opposite. I kind of have to like really watch what I was eating. And again, I feel like when you're on that track of first starting out, one cheat meal, especially if you're trying to get lean or like lose weight, one cheat meal could mess up like a week's worth of work.
Yeah.
So you got to really be disciplined, especially in the initial stages. Once you get like really shredded, then you could eat whatever you want. But first you got to make the sacrifices to getting your body used to it.
What advice would you give to the audiences about, maintaining that strictness of your diet?
Routine. So, there's a lot of people that I looked up to, athletes, Cristiano Ronaldo, Floyd Mayweather, some guys that are the greats in their field, as well as John Jones. He had this quote saying like, you got to embrace the ugly. And I remember, you have like all that fat deposits and you're doing sit-ups, it's not comfortable. You're sweating, and it's not comfortable. And you just got to really push, keep working through it. You'll eventually get there. You just stay, you keep your head down. Stay focused, and I think that you would eventually get there. And if you really want it that bad, you'll be able to take the extra steps to get there.
Also, I want to add on to what Angel was saying. Like, don't be intimidated at the gym too. Like, don't be intimidated by anyone at the gym, like how buff they are or how lean they're looking. And everyone got there for their own personal reasons and their hard work, and so are you in the gym. So don't be intimidated. They all went through the same progress that you have, but they just been doing it longer.
Yeah, and being consistent. So there was a lot of times, me personally, sometimes I don't really eat before my workout, especially when I started, especially going the first in the morning. I don't really eat because I like to kind of do my crunches in like a fasted state. Yeah, nothing in my stomach that's like kind of in the way, so I could just focus really on that core. But staying consistent. So right now it's kind of developed. About 2 weeks ago, I kind of got a cold, and it was hard to get back before I got that cold. It was hard to get back on track. Right now, I was like doing split sets a day, not necessarily doing the full body workouts that I was accustomed to, just because it was so hard. But then eventually, after I got over that cold, I started doing full body workouts again. And the first time it was hard, but I had to push through. The next day it was a little easier. And now I'm like, now that I got that routine going and consistency, I'm back at it. Yeah. I'm back at it again. And I've been really balling out these past few days. I've been focusing. And what I mean about being consistent is there's some people that go to the gym, don't eat anything. They don't even have the energy to finish their reps, their sets. And to me, there's no point in doing that. You got to make sure you have some carbs. When I first started working out, I ate like a lot of eggs, tuna. I'd stay away from chicken and rice, believe it or not, because I thought that was too bulk. I thought that was too bulk. But now what I would say, as you'll learn more about your body, but I've been really hitting a gram to 1.5 grams of protein per body weight, because to me, I want to just gain that muscle. And I've been focusing, my nutrition now is I don't have any cheat meals per se. I drink water. I quit soda. So it's been like a year or so since I started working out. Haven't had soda. Protein shakes, as well as my supplements. And when it comes to that, my nutrition kind of comes down to eggs, tuna, chicken, white rice. I feel like white rice is like a cheat code of carbs. It is. That'll give you that energy. And the
best thing about rice though is also sweet too. Yeah. So like it kind of like
that 1 minute white rice. That's my go-to.
It works out with like all the meals you want to have and the
non-fat Greek yogurt, especially if you get the right one, high protein, a little bit of carbs, no fat, so you get that protein in, and just really focusing on the protein aspect of it.
I want to kind of go into the mental aspect of, working out. How did that help you? Like, did you have like any mental health things going on, or have you ever just used the gym to just blow off?
There was a time where I kind of just needed, in a point in my life, graduating college, I needed a change. It wasn't per se as, I wasn't per se as like consistent. I just knew that, now that I know that fitness is like the highest form of discipline. Yeah. Because looking right and having a clear mind and energy to be productive throughout the day, those are those are things that I value and that I like to do. So, hydrating, I drink a lot of water. So having a clear mind to go out through the day, as well as my mindset. When I started working out, I was watching a lot of David Goggins.
Yeah. Who's going to carry the boats?
Yeah. David Goggins, Mark Sulek, or Sam Sulek, that's his brother. His brother. Watching those guys like really like motivated me. And that's the whole thing about motivation. It should be all within. Like you don't have to see other people to like necessarily be motivated. It's all within. But watching those guys, I'm like, man, it makes you want to go after it even more. So I'll watch some vlogs. There's some guy named like or I forgot his name. There's a guy named Mr. Bagzilla who has like a crazy Instagram page of his back. So like watching those things are very very fundamental towards like kind of getting you to that motivation stage. Like you see their pumps and like, oh man, you kind of want to put that same work in as well.
Yeah. Usually what I usually watch the influencer side is like the TikToks, the motivation TikToks usually.
Yeah.
When I was like gym heavy and just like trying to find motivation, I like open TikTok and usually have like all the people like you're saying, like David Goggins and Sam Sulek, I think, right? And then like all the gym influencers, like
having a good music playlist too.
Yeah,
I think that's very crucial.
Yeah, what's your music playlist?
I like a lot of upbeat music, like a lot of loud upbeat music. Yeah. To me, that's what gets me going. Like some really good hip hop, rap.
Be playing some EDM.
some metal and rock.
Yeah,
like, to me that like always gets me going.
I need something screaming at me.
Yeah. So like that upbeat stuff. That's what I'd be going.
That motivates me too.
Yeah. Like if nothing's screaming in my ear, like I feel like I'm dead. I don't know. Like
and two, another thing when it comes to my blueprint, having like things that'll help assist in the efficiency of your workout. So having some pre-workout or creatine, those get you that pump right. You know, I'm always in the gym and I'm looking for that pump. And you can get looking freaky. So like there's nothing like getting that pump check. And
I mean, you're not wrong about the creatine and pre-workout. Pre-workout does do you good. Especially like when you take it before the gym and you're in the gym, you're like freak mode.
Yeah, and
just want to release all that energy out.
The thing about my trainer is he put me onto supplements too. I just went out shopping today, picked up some supplements that I could share with you guys if you guys wanted to pick up. Right here, I got me some Long Jack Tonkat Ali. This is going to help with a lot of testosterone. This is actually like the maximum 1,200 milligrams and vitality. So some testosterone there. Another one is this creatine that I just picked up for Caged Creatine HCI. And this helps with no bloating, build muscle, improve recovery. I just bought this today from one of the guys recommended it to me, and this helps with like no bloating, so that's pretty cool. I'm taking this after my workout, not before. I'll take a pre-workout before my workout, but this is after. Yeah. Especially when you're starting out, you could take it twice. Two scoops instead of one, but after the 5th day, just start going to one. Shilajit, really good for testosterone building as well. And these are CMOS, definitely help with testosterone. And moving on to this stuff that I was doing some research on recently, I got ginseng complex and L-arginine and DHEA. These right here, these will increase blood flow. So all those aspects will help in the efficiency of your workout and make you feeling right, you feeling good. And these are all natural. So I would definitely suggest for the audience, this is what I take. And you guys can experiment a little bit with that, with the viewers.
Where do you usually get your supplements from?
Super Supplements. That's my go-to. Okay. Sometimes I had my pre-workout discontinued, so I got to shop online and just buy retail for it. So yeah.
Interesting. So do you also buy your protein from there?
So you could get protein powders there for sure. I've kind of backed off from the protein powder. Me personally, I kind of got a sensitive stomach, so I gotta cook my own meals. I gotta be careful about like what I'm putting into my own body because it really upsets my stomach.
Gotcha.
But but yeah, protein shakes are another key. I was really heavy on those. Taking one, take like a scoop of protein after your workout. Get you that 30 grams of protein in. And
what's your recommended protein of choice if the guys out there, ladies out there that trying to get to where you're at right now?
I like eggs because they it applies to the muscle like way more quicker. I like steak. I think meat is pretty up there as well. And especially if you're trying to get like really lean and cut. Non-fat Greek yogurt is definitely a go-to. I get this one variation with strawberry, but it's very plain. So that's to me that's a snack that I'll have before my workout or like and like after I finish eating a lot, getting my 1 to 1.5 grams of protein in. I'll mix it in with like some white and purple grapes. Some strawberries, watermelon, that's what I eat in it because it's pretty plain.
Yeah.
Even if you get a strawberry variation, so you can kind of mix it up, but that's a good source of protein.
What about the protein powder that you were using before too?
There was I believe it was Body Tech.
Okay.
And me personally, I like the chocolate flavored.
Was that like a low calorie, high in protein type of one?
Yeah, I think it was. You'll touch about 110 calories. Nothing too crazy.
Okay, there you go, guys.
Yeah.
Those are all the stuff that he's recommending on your diet or protein powder that you guys want to be on. Also, how much did all this cost? So that way the viewers know too.
It's an investment.
Right.
I'd say it's an investment. The products I showed you alone, that's $200.
There you go.
That wasn't even. All of my supplements that I take. There's other stuff that I take like turmeric and other things that help you get your vitamins and omegas in and whatnot. But yeah, that it's definitely an investment. So it kind of comes down to like how bad you want it, and you can just experiment what works for you. If you think it's worthy investment, then you can make yourself think clear.
What about a monthly basis? How much you think you're applying? Like how much you're paying for your body?
Let's see.
To invest in your body, sorry.
Well, first, I want to say that for those people that are saying like, oh, gyms are expensive, it's actually very inexpensive, and it's probably like one of the best investments that you can make for like a gym membership. But in terms of these supplements, there's only one really supplement that I've been consistent with. I don't necessarily go too much into the supplements as much as I when I first started working out. But these supplements that I picked up today, based on doing research, I'm kind of just looking to increase testosterone and blood flow.
Gotcha.
So those are my personal goals, and I think those will very help me go crazier, like in the gym and being a more efficient athlete.
Yeah, everyone has different goals and different supplements they want to be taking for the gym. It really depends like who you are and what type of body you want and your goals for the gym too. But usually an average for me, I usually spend like $300 to invest in my body every month back when I was taking supplements and on top of protein as well and pre-workout.
That's not including food.
Well, yeah, that's not even including food. That's just
including groceries.
Yeah, this is just all like supplements and protein. Yeah. So like if including food, that's probably like want to say 500 to 600.
Yeah, exactly. Like
because
100 plus like every other day.
Exactly.
I find myself in the
well,
grocery
especially
store.
when bulking too. For me, I'm spending a little bit more because I'm just trying to eat and eat and not like worry about diet at the moment until like I reach my body goal. Right now I'm at 193. I lost 2 pounds like a month ago because I was like 195. My goal is to get 200 and hopefully cut from there. And maybe I get some advice from Angel here. Yeah. Trying to lose 20 pounds and then just be all muscles.
Yeah.
But going off that, I think right now is a good time to end on break. Do you got anything else to say before we get on break, Angel?
Yeah, also just want to make sure when it comes to this consistent diet, it's you got to have the purpose, got to have the discipline, and diet is a very crucial aspect to your workouts, especially when you're building muscle. So you definitely want to stay consistent in the sense where you want to make sure you have some carbs, some energy, preloaded, so you're able to finish your reps, and those are what really counts.
Yeah. Oh, also, I did want to mention this. Shout out to your trainer, because a lot of trainers, they don't really invest onto other people's bodies like that. Especially like I don't want to like talk smack about any gyms or any gym trainers, but
yeah.
Sometimes, firstly for me, when I go to LA Fitness, 'cause that's the gym I go to, I see the trainers, they don't really invest on the people's body like they should be. Like, they kind of just like, just do this, do that, and hopefully we'll see some results. But like hearing from you and saying, like, you know, promoting your trainer and all that, that's the type of trainer that you guys want. Like someone that would motivate you and motivate yourself to motivate your body to get to the right place. Because for me, when I went to the gym, it took like my older bro, Anthony, shout out Anthony. We did a pod with him recently too. He took me to the gym and motivated me, taught me all these things. Sometimes it might need someone to push you a little, but you know, don't be intimidated. One, and then two, if you're looking to have someone train you, find the right person. Don't spend your money on someone that's not gonna really give a fuck about your body.
Yeah, and again, shout out my trainer. Did it completely free of charge, got me right. And
that's a real homie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and you kind of want to find somebody that is a master of their craft.
Yeah,
you know, he was doing the craziest muscle ups, craziest core, and someone that's in the master of their crafts where you could really learn from and then just kind of build upon on your own.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. We're gonna be on break here. All right, we back, FHF. We took a little break. Me and Angel had a little discussion on the break, and he kind of want to expand about the fitness journey and how important sleep is.
Yeah, I think sleep is very crucial. It's probably something that you need to prioritize on top of working hard. Even when I get my workouts when I go twice a day, you depends on your pre-workout, especially if it's especially caffeinated. I have a hard time sleeping. So you want to be mindful of that, but sleep is where you will see your gains. You got to let your body recover and make sure that you're taking the right steps to making sure that the muscle recovery is there. Otherwise, you know, your workout's kind of going through the garbage. You're not maximizing your full gain potential.
Right. You just gotta let those muscles rip and then build back. Let the job of naturalness do it.
Yeah.
And then you're talking about at first you're working at like 285 days straight.
Oh, got you. Yeah. So I kind of, to show how bad I really wanted it and kind of my level of discipline, I went like 229 days, and I was like tracking it 229 days straight, no rest days. And then I think after that point, I kind of went on a mode where I was just like, okay, you could take a rest day. You know, when it comes to that plateau, there's only so much that you could do in terms of like increasing the weight of your reps or increasing more reps. But you know, rest days could definitely be another factor. So you don't necessarily have to go every day. Just make sure that you're going daily and making your body recover. So when you do go to the gym, you want to shock that muscle by increasing overload.
What made you decide to take like a rest day?
Yeah, I think it kind of fell on like I was watching like a soccer game, so I wanted to make sure that I'm like, okay, like, you know, even when you're not feeling it, there's a lot of times where you go to the gym and you're not feeling the workout. You could have all the energy, whatever, but you're just not feeling the workout, and like the reps aren't the same. What I would say about that is just lighten your load. Do some light weight, get the equivalent to the amount of reps you get in, you know, complete the sets, don't leave any gains on the table. And yeah, if you're not feeling it, just work through it. 'Cause eventually, you know, that working through it, you're going to thank yourself later, for pushing yourself through.
Yeah. I mean, just show up and then do the work that you're trying to put in, and like Angel said,
don't lack.
Don't lag. Don't like if you can't do the heavy weights like you used to, go light.
Yeah,
like don't push yourself too crazy because you might end up injuring yourself. You're gonna have that long recovery stage, and it's not gonna be fun, to be honest. Yeah.
You use your arms for everything, so you got to make sure you get that proper warm up. Especially when I was working out, I started like August 8th, and so when I started working out, I had that moment where that I did kind of tweak my shoulder, and that's because I started doing like 10 reps of pull-ups, clean pull-ups for 3 sets.
All right, sorry folks, our camera just cut off again. Just be patient with us. Sorry about that again. Angel was going off about warming up.
Yeah, so I think it's very important to warm up, especially when you're during the winter and the winter arc. Warm up is crucial. You don't want to set yourself behind by not able to completing your workouts. But to me, it was I took it as a sign to work on other body parts. So I'm very thankful of that aspect.
How important is it to like warm up? Because I don't really usually warm up before working out.
No, and it definitely is because sometimes you could like if you're just going immediately to like heavy sets, I think it's also important to have like a working set as well, where you're just just getting blood to the muscle and making sure that your body is like comfortable with the weight before you can go to like your full potential, like near max. So I think it's very essential to warm up, especially stretching too. You definitely don't want to like pull something, especially if you're like doing power lifts. Very important. So I think warming up, now that it's summer, I also include sauna into my workouts. So it's summer too. Like also, it's nice to get a tan. To me, like I think that's to look aesthetically a little better, getting that natural tan. But yeah, incorporating the sauna before, after, during your workouts, it can never hurt. Getting a good sweat out, good for the skin. Staying hydrated is another key component. And yeah, it could help aid in the in weight loss too.
There you go. That's Angel's blueprint.
Philosophy.
Yeah, for his workouts. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to hit him up. We're going to post it. Like I said, we're going to post the social media link and then his business link. Talking about business here. You want to give a little intro about your business?
Yeah, I'm the founder of Delgado Sportswear and subsidiaries. So right now we got a team. Shout out the Sabart twins. I have Justin, longtime friend of mine, met him freshman year at Wazoo. He was in the same dorm as me, and we've stayed friends and business partners ever since, throwing ideas. And this company that I'm building, it's in its infancy stages. Making sure that I've always had this vision that I wanted to push out and wanted to promote that lifestyle, fitness lifestyle of making sure to push like healthy and having Delgado being the staple of like competitive advantage. So I feel like with my vision, there's other things that other brands aren't doing, other companies aren't doing. So I want to just bring that into the picture and grow from there. So I got the shout out to the twins. I have Justin working on our finance and operations side of the business, and his twin brother, Ryan, he looks over the marketing and advertising, and I'm oversee the product and design aspect of the business. And so from that point, we're just growing and pretty excited to have some products launching out soon. So for the viewers out there, be on the lookout for those. Want to make sure that everybody's happy and fulfilled with their orders. So I really am excited to push this idea out, whether it's its infancy stages, and grow from there.
If you don't mind me asking, what do your company brings that are different from other companies?
I think that the overall personal image and personal brand of what I'm able to contribute towards, a lot of viewers are able to relate and see that kind of mindset of mine. Whether you see all these popular companies that you are familiar with, I have this vision in my head that I wanted to push out. So whether it comes to whether it's coming to the near future, I think people will see that the originality of it, whether you see these top players, and once I'm able to scale and grow, that's when the whole fruition of this company is going to come into play. So I'm very excited to have this thing going, have an amazing team willing to work, people I can trust, and also with this fitness brand, I think that as a business owner, you are, your image and your fitness kind of gives off that impression that, you know, you are very disciplined. It's a good look.
Yeah.
And you are,
and you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, as you can tell, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but as you can tell, he already lists like all the supplements he's using and why he's using it and what it does. So you could tell Angel knows his stuff really well, and that his personal goals on his business is going to work well because he already has the experience, and then he's hoping to give his own experience into his company to you guys out there.
Yeah, and even so, always had this idea in the back of my head. Even graduating high school, I knew that I wanted to go to college, majored in finance. So I knew that I wanted to take everything, whether it was from book value, everything I learned. I wanted to eventually start my own company and business, and then grow from there.
Yeah. So, do you have any other business ventures that you're trying to get into besides the fitness one, or?
Yeah, so eventually when our other subsidiaries looking to grow our apparel line, and once those launch soon, we will eventually dive into other markets, market share under the Delgado name. So so there's definitely stuff to definitely come in the future, and I want to make sure that that we are bringing the information and helping customers like reach their competitive advantage, max potential. Very passionate about helping other people, and hoping that the message from our brand is able to imitate into other people's lifestyles.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I definitely got a feel of this podcast that you're really out there trying to reach to the viewers and to whoever's listening, because you know you got a blueprint out for everyone just like willing to get into your fitness journey, and also like your experience, your business, that you want to give a good experience to them as well, because off your personal experience, off like, you know, you doing your supplements for the gym and stuff like that. What I have another question. So you know how these business influencer like Bradley Martin, you know, they have raw gear and stuff like that. How would you promote your business like into social media? Would you do something like Bradley Martin, or do you have more of a social media presence, or are you trying to do more of like a more mainstream professional business promotion advertisement?
Yeah, and you know, special shout out to those guys. They're doing their own thing. I've really wanted to venture into having my own YouTube channel where I start day in the lives.
Yeah.
So whether it's me traveling, whether it's me, you see me getting my workout in, as well as where either you see my nutrition come into play, I feel like a lot of people can gravitate towards and kind of pick up some game from that as well. So starting a YouTube and having, looking for a cameraman that's willing to spend the days with me, and able to project that image that I want to project, my vision onto the people. That's what I'm very confident in looking to starting in the near future.
Are you looking to like, so you're more looking to like talk to and educate the viewers, right?
Oh,
and more of your channel and like the style, like, hey, the guys, this is like what we're gonna be doing today.
Yes.
And you know lists of that, blah blah blah, and all that.
Yeah. So I think those are very entertaining.
Those are very entertaining and very helpful to those who are like not very educated into like, you know, the stuff that you're very like you're interested in, like, you know, calisthenics and like the gym and supplements and stuff like that, because that's how we learn too. Personally for me, I learned from, you know, watching people video about the gym. about doing the proper technique and workouts and stuff like that. And I'm sure that's how you kind of like.
Yeah,
That's how you
I would
were
say
expressing earlier too.
I would say I'm pretty lucky to have like a full body
Yeah.
blueprint, because I know a lot of guys at the gym, they'll target chest and buys and in the back and then call it a day.
Yeah.
You know, skipping out leg days. I think leg days are very important because you know, let's say you get into an altercation, someone can just
There's a saying, you don't want no chicken legs.
Yeah. So.
You have those skinny chicken legs out there. I see a lot of fitness guys out there, or fitness women's out there with chicken legs. All you people just working up your upper body and have like huge biceps, but your thighs and
showing
your
off the arms, complete the body.
Nothing
the body.
below shows that you put any effort. It's like your like steroids are on top of your body here. Yeah. But yeah, like Angel's saying, like please work out your full body. You know, it's really important, aesthetic wise, and I think it's really it feels great too to look at yourself like, wow, like my whole body looks great, not just like my upper body and stuff.
Yeah, it comes down to your personal goals, and then you definitely don't want one body part you know, oversizing the other. You know, I think that could lead to injury as well. So
that is for sure. I mean, like, I feel like when you're even just walking like a human being, like all your body weight's on top, and like you have no body weight at the bottom. Like you'd be walking, you can potentially just like trip and hurt yourself, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like break an ankle just by walking, because all your upper body mass is contributing the weight. So I want to get back into your business. I'm kind of curious. Where are you grabbing these like supplements? Like who's providing these supplements to you, or how are you trying these supplements?
Yeah, well, in terms of like the aspect of like the supplements, I'm getting them from a store. I'm not necessarily creating them or looking to you know, have my own just yet.
Gotcha.
So right now we're building off of our apparel line, looking to make the customer really happy with our products, and just transforming my vision into the other people, what they're willing to gravitate to. And I personally, I like style. I like what I think I have a good grasp of what people like, what people don't like. So venturing off into like having my own shoe, I think I think that's something that I would be looking forward to work towards. So starting off small, having a good strong foundation, and then scaling from there. I think that's very important.
So have you like have someone design stuff for you, or you design it yourself?
Yeah, designing it myself, whether it's designing, imprinting the logo. I had a lot of help with my team, helping bringing that into fruition. So having that, and then putting that on a product, and then pushing that out. I think that's our short-term goal. Long-term, we're looking towards expanding to other avenues, other market segments, such as like whether it's like, you know, we have our own pre-workout line, which is looking towards having natural ingredients, and pushing the fitness and healthy aspects to it. And then eventually, while we're still on the apparel line, moving on to the shoes as well. So I like sneakers. Having a good sneaker that I am able to come to life, that's something that I look forward to.
I'm not gonna lie, I mean that's a very smart idea, because a lot of sneakers out there, or any like workout shoes, they're not very like fashionable. They're just they're just like comfortable, and good to work out, but there's not like fashionable, like comfortable sneaker lines out there for you to work out in. And if you have a great idea, you know, that's great. I'm glad to hear that, because like that's something that's not even in the market yet, like fashionable sneakers or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to even go into naming the big brands that we all know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's good to have something new, something fresh. Having a visionary like myself, being able to work towards something, and hopefully the customers are able to like it, and happy to grow and push this whole mission of being healthy and fit, and impacting people's lives in a positive way.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say this enough. I think you've done that enough in this pod, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're gonna venture off and do that even more after this pod or before the pod. You're
Even
doing
when I
it,
was
yeah.
posting on Instagram, I was getting a lot of like comments, and I was seeing a lot of my
I'm
own.
sure,
I
yeah,
was seeing a lot of my own friends. You know, there's like, hey, like, that's very inspiring. You know,
yeah.
if you could do it, I could do it too, and that's 100%
And they're like
true.
putting me on and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yep. I mean, some of those guys out there that just doesn't know you too sometimes be like, damn, you put an effort and
Mm-hmm.
like put me on where like whoever you walking by and they see you, they'll be
Yeah,
like, damn.
yeah. No, it's a
And
good
you're
presentation.
yep. I mean, like just yourself out putting yourself out there in the world, you
Mm-hmm.
already inspire people by being like, oh, I kind of want to
Yeah,
do what you're doing.
yeah. Truly, what I'm doing is just becoming the best version of myself,
Exactly.
and I want to encourage others to do the same.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, for me personally, for the gym, it helped me through mental health.
Get away from the house.
Yeah, to get away from the house. A lot of other stuff, to be honest,
Yeah.
like more confidence with myself. Not being bullied in basketball, being in the paint, like
Yeah.
all those big motherfuckers, like
Yeah,
they can't really do that as much.
yeah, and even like going into that, I think having basketball runs, pickup
Yeah.
games, those are good cardio. Me personally, I like to do cardio, do like 4 miles running. Sprints is good. When I first started out, though, one of my things was like to look better and to to defend yourself.
Right.
Me and my trainer, we would finish our workouts with sparring, like sparring. So like that is a really good cardio, as well as
For sure.
high intensity box jumps.
Yeah.
So I would suggest people out there to try those out.
So what other interests are you in besides working out? I'm curious.
Yeah, so I'm mostly towards like personal development, self development.
That's very well known.
Yeah, and when it comes to things that I do outside, I don't really play too much video games or watch a lot of shows, but I do have like a keen interest of like sometimes watching even live streams of Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty is really cool. I know that the College Football 25 game came out. I kind of want to play that soon. And yeah, I like sports. I like watching college football. I'm an avid soccer fan, and those are kind of my avenues that on my free time when I'm not working out, when I'm not working on my business. Those are some things that I delve into.
Right. I mean, me and this guy go back to probably fucking elementary school.
Yeah.
We were playing like Call of Duty back then, Black
Yeah.
Ops, Kino 13.
Zombies.
Yeah,
Man, that
zombies.
was such a throwback. But yeah, that was really fun. Even till this day, I still pick up on some live streams of Call of
Yeah.
Duty.
It's different nowadays. It's not the
It's
same as before.
so different.
Yeah.
I think gaming industry as a whole has gotten a lot bigger. You'll see a lot of these
has.
influencers, not necessarily the healthiest,
Yeah.
but yeah, shout out them if they're doing their own thing, as long as they're pushing something positive. I think it's a good look.
Yeah, for sure. You got anything else for the pod or the audiences?
Yeah, just stay tuned for our product line launching soon. Follow me on social media, Angel Delgado, 2 L's, first and last name. And be on the lookout. Got some things in store for y'all. Happy to push it out. And again, if you guys want to ask me any questions, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this video. Follow me on Instagram, and keep going, keep pushing. Don't hold back, and embrace the ugly. Just because it's better to start as early as possible. Start as early as possible as you can in this process, to really see yourself in the foreseeable future, that you're like, oh, thank you. Like one day you'll be thanking yourself that you started.
Yeah. You'll start thanking yourself, but also like big thing, loving yourself even more.
Yeah,
as a person,
You'll
because
see a lifestyle change.
Yep.
You'll see you'll become the best version of yourself, and you'll definitely level up in terms of like whether you'll get the person you like,
Yeah.
and you look better, feel better, you move different, so
do different things,
I
a
can't-
different mindset too.
I wouldn't be saying that I wouldn't be here talking about this if my life hasn't changed for the better, that's for sure.
I just want to appreciate Angel sharing his experience and actually coming here. And then honestly, shout out to Angel again, guys. Like he did so much for this pod, like by pushing me to do this, by just talking to me about it and stuff like that. So if it wasn't for him, I do want to appreciate you. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing this again. I also want to say our podcast is definitely unique too because we want to get into everyday's life of like people's like working out and having like an entrepreneur business like Angel does. And I don't see a lot of that on podcasts nowadays. It's more about like some conspiracy theories and presidential elections or whatever like that. Celebrities and people.
Do
Sports.
whatever you want to do. Whatever
Yeah.
you want to do, bring it to life. Plant the seed, water it, work on
Exactly.
it every day. That's how I got better. And don't be afraid to try it. Nobody cares. It's okay. It's okay to fail, but make sure you could turn those into learning lessons.
Yeah. All right. I mean, please, like what Angel said, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Links will be below again. Once again, be on the lookout. Don't be afraid to hit them up. Don't be afraid to hit us up. We got more upcoming videos coming your way. Please stay tuned. Short's been getting a lot of attention. Appreciate all the love. But we just need the main videos more attention now. But we'll work our way. Hopefully, we're going to put ourselves on Spotify too as well. Just audio, clean audio. Still working on it in the works. Social media is going to be ran soon too. Season 1, we're on month 7, right, Thomas? We got 5 more months, and then it'll be season 2. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate all the love. I love you guys. We out.